have like jingle bells or something. What is going on? I see you guys, Miguel, Felicia. I see y'all coming into the building. Just getting started. Space just started 1 minute ago. Just finished watching Reindeer Games. My co-host is unavailable. Miguel, would you co-host for me today? We're going to talk about Reindeer Games and man, strategy was done tonight. Um, Good competition was done tonight. A lot was going on. Hold on, let me add you as a co-host. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the things. Miguel accepted. Let's get into the thing. Let's start from the beginning. It looked pretty bleak. We spoke about this last time. We said that, Taylor kind of announced and said, when she said to, hey, don't put up Xavier, kind of showed her cards a bit, and Cody was like, "Oh, I see it." And I know for the audience standpoint, when they saw Cody say, "Oh, Taylor, she's put other things, the extra stuff in my whatever," he already was going for her. And to the audience, I was like, "Oh my God, Taylor's gonna get out." Because people hate Taylor, mind you. Y'all think everyone loves Taylor? She has so many haters. People was like, "Oh my God, they're gonna get her out, bitch." You didn't see what happened tonight. Because, baby, even though Taylor talks a lot of shit and I freaking love it, there was a few things that happened during the episode that I wanted to speak about. So I was kind of wondering why people was acting funny. Like, okay, hold on. First, before I say that, Miguel, give me your first take of the episode. What you thought about tonight? Come on, we'll start there. And of course, anybody who want to raise your hand, who want to ask the conversation, please raise your hand because please go ahead, Miguel.
So, first off, Taylor's karma is powerful. That's scary. You can't say nothing bad about Taylor because that karma will come right on you. You saw Cody just last night. He was talking a lot of mess about her. That karma came back right away, so that's crazy. I saw. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't see the episode until like at 9 o'clock, till like 30 minutes left. So I know who won, and I know who got saved and who went into elimination. And all I can say is that I'm really happy. But I have to ask, where were these competitions in Big Brother 25? Why was Sari and Felicia going off against these athletes when these equitable competitions were in the basement? Where were they?
First of all, 100% period. I agree because when I'm watching the reindeer games, I'm like, I don't understand. Have been a blogger. First of all, I want to shout out to somebody who's here, which is I'm gonna sneeze. Double minority. How are you doing, baby? Anybody in here, please share my spaces, y'all. I'm trying to really being called the queen of spaces is everything, but I need you to understand that you guys sharing and being in the space and following and participating in on analytics is super important. And to a lot of people, like, what does that mean? It's like 100% important for me to build what I'm trying to build as far as Twitter. Okay, so please do that for me. Okay, whether you shoot a cash app or not is 100% awesome. But long term goals, those are the things. Things. Hang on, Frankie. And hey, Rob, I see you guys here. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. So watching this episode, I feel like that it makes you want to watch Big Brother. If you are new watching the competition, yes, the Christmas stuff is a bit goofy. The extra stuff, the Hollywood and ho ho ho, blah blah. I get it. But if you're first time watching Big Brother, you're like, oh, let me just look at this. You really want to get into it. You want to see what's the tea, what's going on, the things. You want to see what's happening underneath the skirt. When I mean by skirt, I mean like slip. My slip is showing. I'm just like, what's behind it? I mean by that. Don't get that twisted. So when I say this, like they really are doing something with this, and I'm trying to figure out, like Big Brother, y'all need to pay attention to Squid Games because they became the number one show for nearly from Thanksgiving until almost the finale. Of course, they fell off a little bit from the other shows or whatever, but Squid Game was number one from Thanksgiving until The finale, which was in December. So I say all that to say that these other shows need to take a hint and pay attention. Like Big Brother has been number one for a long time, but Big Brother is going to get taken down with the new kids on the block, new kids, producers, production who probably grew up watching these shows, or these new ideas that people are actually funding and putting money into. These shows are going to take over. And people are wondering, why is everybody going crazy over this new Christmas Big Brother? Because they're tired of the same old Big Brother we've been watching for over 20 years. And people are excited about Christmas. It's going to be on for only 12 days. Like, catch that. What's up, Frankie? Go ahead, baby.
OMG. Well, before I get to do some dragging, or while sharing my opinions, first of all, how are you, Kamisha,
I'm
the Black
I'm
Queen?
good, baby. What's going on, King?
It is my pleasure to speak here. OMG, like I'm to be honest, I thought I was gonna not like this reindeer games, but it turns out it's going good so far. You got boom, Cody first boot, and then next boot is Cody. OMG, we're really eating good. Like, first of all, hey, Karens, how does it feel now that your so-called AFP is the first boot? You did all of that. You did all that voted for Cameron to be AFP just for him to come back and be first boot. So stupid. And Cody, oh my gosh. Karma. That's karma. That's what you get for isolating and bullying two black women in BB22. And that's karma for doing all this pre-gaming stuff that you did for BB22. And my thing is this. I don't understand what's so hype about Cody and Derek and, the hitmen. It's like, first of all, Cody is not no damn badass, because if he was badass, he would have not won because of the pre-gaming. And on top of that, if he's so-called a good, strongest competitor, why the hell did he flop on this reindeer games? What happened, Cody? You won so many comps on a regular Big Brother. What happened? Oh, let me guess. Your cockiness got the best of you. That misogynist and racist shit that you be doing is not gonna work. And not to mention, you're playing a game with. Hello? Did you forget the term Taylor's karma? Did you not forget why Taylor won BB24? Because Taylor's karma. Any person that tries to comes for Taylor or targets Taylor, Taylor's karma will strike that ass. I just love it when me and us BB fans get in our way. And Frankie, you next. If not Frankie, Rackle, you next. So just hey, I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Keep it up. I'm hoping Frankie or Racco can be the next boot. And okay, I am about to
You
go
are
to
so
bed.
silly. You are so silly. But look, I'm gonna say something about Taylor. Taylor is a beast, and she is something that Big Brother is not used to. Somebody who can read you down, be petty, and still can win competition, can still win over a group, can still run things. Big Brother wasn't, or America was not prepared for Taylor. So to see her do what she did in the show in the short term, it's like, guys, this is what she does. She did that. It was no lies told. So I love that. And I also, I'm just liking how the different houses in the strategy. Now, I will admit the Misfits, and I called them that in my live I did earlier. The Misfits who actually won today was karma as well. It was also awesome. I'm going to say this. Cody has been known as a legend, but not. I've been watching Big Brother since like the first season. And I feel like that Cody was kind of put in a legend category. There was a lot of smoke and mirrors, no shade. And I think when you're in a group setting or you have partners or you have people who help you, and you get to the end and you win, you're known as a legend. But people who got you there are forgotten. But if the people are not there to assist you to get to that win when it counts, because if you notice, and it's not just this competition, let's go back to when he did Traders. He didn't do well in that. There are other things he's done, and then Big Brother where he got counted out. And you think about it, ever since what he did to Vaughn and Bailey, I don't care what nobody says, I will never forget that. As a fan and as a blogger, if you know Big Brother and you report it and you talk about it, I know the history. I saw the HOH that I know for sure that Vaughn and Bailey was supposed to win, but he made sure to tell everybody that was there that was not a person of color to make sure that those two didn't win it. It wasn't just him. He made sure that the entire house made sure. I will never forget that. And I, you have to understand, that will forever leave a bad taste in my mouth. And I know for myself, as Big Brother has long been on this planet, people watch it, I know it's not just me that feels that way. Or maybe Karma's just a bitch like that. But Cody has not ever come to competition and just like, oh my God, he's done the things. No. What it's giving is every time you, uh, what's that on Color Purple? What you say? Every time you, okay? Every time. Okay, I'm done reading. Miguel, go ahead, baby.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on everything. All I'll say is I'll never consider Cody a legend. To me, if you are a good Big Brother winner slash legend, you are adaptable whether you're in a position of power or you're at the very bottom. That's why I consider Taylor one of the best Big Brother winners of all time because she made it from the bottom. She came to the top. She was able to adapt, and that's what Cody never had. He never had that struggle and prevailed and overcome it. That's why we saw when he had actual competition with Suri on Traders, Suri got that ass real quick in a hurry. It was no big deal. So I'll never consider Cody a trader. Cody a good uh, Big Brother player because he needs help and pregame alliances. So I'm happy he's
You
out.
just said it. You just said it. Pre-game. This is a person who had to pre-game to win. It's like somebody who goes to prep school and has, his dad or somebody cushion, warm the seats, make sure he gets in all the different sorority things and things. Come on. He gives me that. Come on. Y'all don't see it? It's been that way. 100% what I want to see. I would love to see Danielle champion. But I love seeing Taylor wiping and eating up. She's eating this. She is. It's like, bitch, this is easy. I did this shit for a whole competition. You think y'all can do some stuff in 12 days? Y'all are OGs, but baby, I did this last year. This is nothing. And she's doing this. I'm sorry. Y'all got to give it to her flowers. She's eating. Taylor is literally eating. This whole episode, Taylor is eating. If anybody was watching, I told you guys, to me, people watching this thought Taylor was going home tonight. You think I'm bullshitting? If there was a poll out there, people thought Taylor was going home tonight because Cody said, you know what? She's on my radar. Somebody can make a phrase or something that's allegedly a legend, and everybody's like, oh my God, Cody said that. Stop the presses. Taylor was kind of like, baby, slashing through the snow. You going home. Period. Oh, loving it. I'm sorry forever. What's up, Queen? What's up, Mama? What you got for me, baby?
I seen the episode and oh my god. I was so excited when my girls won and plus Josh, I was like, Lord have mercy. I said, it's never okay to like throw the people who you think you're gonna actually like beat in the competition all on one team because I was like, sweet victory when they won against Cody because I was like, you know what, that's what you deserve. And I was like, you know what, as much as I want Nicole to be in that physical competition, I said, you know what, three physical threats gotta go, and I feel like X is gonna find a way to get himself out of this. And I was like, I'm so happy to see that Cody then went home because I was like, you know what, I didn't care. I was like, I wanted Cody or Frankie to get out, but I was like, Don't want X in there, but I understand why they needed him in there because he gonna have to saturate his way through, you know. But I was like sitting up there watching, and I was like, why every time? Like you could make a friend out of Cody, and he could have had a friend with Taylor if he just decided not to like go hard or go home, but he did. And targeting Taylor was an idiotic move because it blew up in his face. It really did. Like not only did he use Xavier as his like little tool to get further to the game, but you saw how quickly that fell apart. I kind of watched that and I'm like, don't pick people who you think that you can beat in the game just because they look like they can't win anything. Like look at Brittany winning stuff. Look at Danielle winning stuff. I love to see it.
I love that you said that because when Cody made his choices, he was so adamant that he made the dream team. And when I was doing my live on YouTube, I made a point of my watch party. Guys, I do watch parties for these shows. I'll do it again Thursday as well. Please join my YouTube channel so y'all can see it because it's almost a killer. But anyway, with that being said, I play basketball. They call it A, B, or B team. B team obviously not the best team. I've always said I can take a B team, and I mean this is work. I'm not gonna give out too much tea in my own tea, but I will tell you that I have said this is a B team, but created an A team out of it. Like it's what you got. It's not necessarily what you see. Oh, they strong. Oh, they're tall. Oh, they can do this. That doesn't mean so much. You can take people who you think have nothing to do with whatever, but what the competition was all about, puzzles, and maybe everybody that you chose did puzzles, and there was no physical activity. So what I said to say is that for me, it's not necessarily just a big thing. Like on Squid Games, the whole time I interviewed over 8 cast members for Squid Game, and literally I asked them all, why was y'all so obsessed with an activity that never happened? Never happened. Y'all was so focused. I gotta get big guys on my team, and was incorrect. You see what I'm saying? So to me, even though the ones that we call them like a misfits, but not in a bad way, B team, but not in a bad way, end up winning it. I enjoy watching each player going. Got the first one, the trees, the stuff to hold up the ornaments. Then boom, here to come. Taylor had the harder one. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna mess up. She gets it. Then Josh, the ringer, who struggled, mind you, he did, but still got it. Xavier took forever on his, and all the rest of them had a rough time, and they lost. Frankie and Cody came into this thinking, we're going to run it. And what ended up happening is they were reminded, we are actually the OGs. Like OOG, like the newbies that took us out, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Go ahead, Frankie.
Oh yes. I have to give this episode both episodes A plus. I'm very proud. Well, unfortunately I have to go to bed, but I'm just here to not only to support you, Kamisha, and listening to you, but to share my opinion. I'm just a proud BB fan, and good night everyone, and y'all stay safe, and of course happy early Christmas.
Yes, happy early Christmas to you as well, baby. So Miguel, what other thoughts did you have about the episode? I know we did get into the big meat and potatoes of it, but the strategy, the way people strategize in this game, which I feel like everyone kind of did. What is your opinion about just everything else?
Just based on what I've seen so far, it's really interesting. I guess we'll have to wait further on, but I'd like it. I pretty much enjoy it so far. It's just kind of interesting. Sorry, I really don't have that much yet on the strategy yet. I have to wait until like the third episode or more till we further develop it, but I really like it so far. Everyone's going, well, the people that I like to see, they're going hard, they're playing hard, and I like to see that.
So that's pretty much also is what I'm kind of going at. They are playing hard. And I feel like that is also part of people's strategy. Hey, Robin, I feel like people are playing hard, and I know Sheena, last time she was here, she spoke on that. And if you notice, Taylor Bay playing hard, but she hasn't wavered at all. And of course, we all kind of spoke about how we felt like, and she even admitted in this episode that she made a few mistakes when she was talking about some of her game moves, but she still pushed forward and kept being aggressive, which I like. She's standing in that. That's why I said I feel like Taylor is eating it. If Taylor was to get, I said this in Spaces last season when I spoke about Taylor when she played. And I said she fumbled in the beginning of her first part of her season. She did really badly. But when she got her, got her things together, she killed it. And I said if she ever got an opportunity to play Big Brother again, she will show everybody and she will kill it. No shade. Like this is not a surprise to me to see how she's playing. Now, Xavier, on the other hand, I don't know. Xavier's game, I'm kind of keeping a little bit to myself until the next space or next live I do, because I have a feeling people are not gonna like my opinion um about it, because y'all have to understand cookout was a group situation. And when you are part of a group, like again, I use track as reference, I was in track relay team, you know, the one that kicks the end and the one that runs in the beginning are the like two most powerful parts of that team. And of course, the ones in the middle carry the rest of it. But will you see the people on a relay team individually play, or I'm sorry, run their own? There's a struggle. So I am not going to get too much into detail about what I'm seeing so far, because Xavier is good at pretty much everything that he does. But there's some things I saw in the past couple of episodes. It's kind of like, not saying he's not good, just some things. And so, I'll get into that. I want to see the next episode, and we'll get to that, further. Taylor is doing what I thought she was going to, as I say, I've pretty much been saying this entire space. Um, Josh is another one that I even tweeted today. I'm like, Josh, what's the tea? Like, I've seen you in the challenge kill and do things where people are underestimating you. And I feel like you acting like, you're one of the elves on Santa's sleigh and you're just like having a good time. I'm like, bro, what what are you doing? Like, even today was a struggle. Josh made it because Taylor and Brittany was, yelling out tips and helping him out. Otherwise, Josh wouldn't have made that um go with the competition today. I do not think he would have made it. And so I'm just like, I don't know, what's happening with that. Danielle, today, I will admit, when I saw Danielle go to Cody and say, "Hey, I want to be on your team," that was understandable, 100%. I'm an OG. I've been here a long time. The team was an advantage. I have no issue with that. Now, when it came to a point where he was going to go into that room or wherever he was going, and Danielle was asking him and kind of making a plea face, and then she fell to her knees. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's just TV. It's just funny or whatever." I get it, but I don't know why when I saw it, I just got like a shiver, like, oh, I don't know. It did forever. I'm not sure if you felt any kind of way about that. I love Danielle because I've watched her from the beginning, but when I saw that, I was like, why? Not say she did anything wrong, but I just hated to see her, fall to her knees like that. So I was curious to know what you guys' thoughts about that, because we hadn't spoke about that forever.
I don't know, to be honest. I mean, when I saw it, I was like, I can understand what she was trying to do. She was trying to like secure her safety, and she was like, well, knowing Cody, he might just win the competition anyway. So I was like, I know that she is just doing what she had to do, but at the same time, I was like, come on, Danielle, have a little, like dignity. You don't have to go that route, but at the same time, I understand what she was trying to do. She was like, it's just game. Like she wants to get further, and if she has to use the big beefy men in the beginning, then why not? At least then that you could say, oh, she was on a winning team because Cody wins a lot. I didn't think it was the I didn't think it was the best thing. I wouldn't have done it because it was like pandering, but I could understand what she was doing.
Miguel.
Mm, I mean, obviously, I'll say this as my perspective because I know obviously I'm not black, obviously. So in my point of view of it, yeah, it did kind of look like pandering. I could see it as a gimmick, but also it's like it's just weird because I don't know, it's just something that you didn't need to do, especially with the optics of how that looks. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it, honestly. I mean, that's kind of when I said it in the live, I was like, that's pretty much where I'll leave it at that. Literally, you said it to the T, how I felt. I mean, I don't know, to be on a TV show, to do a reality show, and, I don't know if people are being told what they're being said or how it was supposed to look. So for me, it's kind of hard to get too much into it because it may have been nothing. You know what I'm saying? May have been nothing or whatever. So it's like for me, hold on. Hey Corey, and I'm gonna add Denise. Welcome, 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 guys. Corey, you are first. You have the floor.
Yes, thank you for allowing me up. I hope everyone is having a good night so far. I was just going to add my little 2 cents. Maybe Danielle, maybe there was a part of her that was a bit intimidated by the alpha males in the house. Maybe she didn't feel confident enough, like being on a not male dominated team since Big Brother, especially over the past few seasons, have historically kind of catered their challenges to like physicality. So maybe that could have been a part of it. But I do see like the strategy behind it. Like, let me kind of beg just to put myself further in the game. I'm not sure if we've touched on this, uh, Kamisha, but stop me. Is it Kamisha?
It is, baby. Cameshiareviews, Review is the queen of the spaces. Period.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
Yeah, I know that's right. I'm not sure we touched on this, so stop me if we haven't. But I hated how like the other team, like Taylor, Josh, Brittany, and Danielle, like before the challenge, like it was that big segment. They kept like doubting themselves, and they kept like making themselves seem like the underdogs. And I was like, you guys are great players. Like y'all have so many capabilities uh in the physicality atmosphere and in mental comps, like y'all are capable of doing so much. So I really didn't like that part of it. I was like, y'all are making yourself seem like, the underdogs against this other team that just has like muscles and brains. So that part I really, really didn't like, but I was like, I kind of get it. Maybe the producers are telling them to, add a little bit more seasoning in their confessionals. But I was like, y'all need to step up. Where's the confidence here? But that's how I felt.
First of all, thank you, baby, for saying that. I'm gonna say this, sweetie. I really feel like that they probably felt that way because it's optics. If you remember in the school, if you're in dodgeball and they say you choose your teams and you see everyone on the other side is like bigger and stronger. As I stated earlier, the other team, of course, not saying they can't do it because they're smaller, maybe have different attributes as the other team, but that's the way we've been kind of programmed to be. So to me, that was kind of a natural reaction, and then production may have also added in that as well. But you brought some great points up, Corey. Thank you for coming up here. Denise, Mama, what's going on, sweetie?
Unmuted? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to. Hello, everybody. Good evening. I wanted to say the same thing. Very much what Corey said. I'm like, are they why are they doubting themselves? Like over on YouTube, Kamisha, I was calling the misfits. Yay, misfits! Go, you can do it. Why put yourself? Why put your fate in someone else's hands? If you could get the power, why don't you go for it? I felt like they were just giving up on themselves. So yeah, I didn't like that, and And Danielle was like, no, don't beg. That's just like I said, this is not a good look. So yeah, I didn't like them doubting themselves. I mean, this is all fun and games, definitely. And yeah, they're not going to be there for what's the normal thing? 90 days, 3 months? Yeah, they're for what 2 weeks maybe, if that. So anyway, and yeah, the competitions. They're just assuming all of the comps are going to be physical like they are in the regular one, and not all of them, but but and that's why they just, well, I'm not physical, so woe is me. So yeah, I agree 100% with what Corey was saying and what others as well. Like, why are you making yourself the underdog in your mind already? Mind over matter. I've already lost this, and they didn't. I mean, they worked it out, but I just didn't like. Don't sell yourself short. Basically, that's it. That's my 2 cents.
Well, thank you for your 2 cents, Denise. I will say, and baby, if you mute yourself, please, baby. I will say that Denise, thank you, baby. I will say that one thing you did point out that I like, that yes, they really did not. The whole thing of not, I'm not going to win, I thought was weird. You know what? I'm act like I'm trying to win. I'm not going to. I feel like that the entire house gave Cody the win, because literally everybody went in there said, "I'm not trying to win. I'm just gonna act like I'm winning." I'm like, I want the power this week. I'm like, I never understood that. Now, if you're playing a long term game, I still don't get it, but I kind of do it because you have a long term to be there. But this game, as you just spoke of, Denise, is a short term. So why even do that? Anyway, I'm very happy to say that I have double minority is here. So I would love to hear your opinion about this. You have the floor, baby.
Okay, so I just want to say this real quick because I was watching it. And I get what y'all saying, but I also feel like what's so interesting to me about this season, like watching it, knowing that you don't have live feeds, is that production can spin it in a way that makes for good TV. Because maybe these people were in those diary rooms saying that, oh, I'm still confident in myself. But with how production knows how it's going to go, they can edit it in a way that keeps the viewers suspenseful, because I feel like we see this happen time and time again. And that's something that I've really learned about like watching Big Brother like this past season, like toe and nail, like compared to other reality TV shows, production can really edit things in a way that makes for a good storyline. So yeah, like I get like why are you doubting yourself? But at the same time, they might have been saying like, don't count us out. And it just didn't make the episode because it just made for better TV for them to say like, oh, clearly they're trying to set us up, and then they end up winning in the end. So that's my thoughts on that.
Well, I appreciate that, and I would also have to say this to agree with you, because the whole doubting thing, when they brought it up, I didn't think about it until they said it. But the editing in reality TV is real. Because just doing reality TV, not just Big Brother, just doing other shows as well. And Big Brother, the editing is a little different, as you stated. But literally, all reality TV, the editing is insane. I didn't know that until once I started interviewing the cast from other shows, and they would tell me things. I was pretty naive about it in the beginning of my career, so I will say that we see them in the diary room, and yes, I hate we don't have live feeds because we don't know what happened before, after. We're just seeing clips. And with Big Brother, we all know that live feed is like our Bible, because we actually get to see, the things before and after, opposed to if you don't have live feed, you just see clips. And of course, we know what happened there. That's not the, and I hate it we don't get to see it here. But so yeah, to go with what you're saying, I agree. There's a lot that we're not seeing. So I don't know about the whole doubting thing. I would just say that I feel like it's a natural thing if that did happen. But also at the same time, the people on that team were beasts. The way Taylor came in, like I said, she ate this whole episode up, in my opinion. She's been just eating. And I feel like that team ate tonight, and it was just, amazing to see, and how cocky Cody was. He literally thought, I built a dream team, like Frankenstein, like he's alive. He gave me that and just completely failed. So Oh, my girl is here. The Laker girl is here. Go ahead, baby. What
Failed
you gonna
not once, but twice. Failed twice. Listen.
Look, Cody thought he was like, I told you guys, everyone thought he was a legend all this time. Literally, he has not succeeded in anything since that win. I'm like, has nobody ever called this out or what? Like, even other shows outside of Big Brother, he hasn't succeeded. So, is he really a legend? Or was he, because was he a legend because he's part of Alliance? I'm just saying.
He's more so a reoccurring cast member. I don't consider him a legend.
Not a reoccurring cast member.
Yeah, that's what I see him as. That's what
That's
I
way
see him
nicer than
as.
what I was thinking. I was thinking Nepo baby.
Okay, I just added my girl Queen up here. What's going on? What's going on, Dublin? What you gotta say, baby?
Oh, okay. I'm trying to go to sleep early, trying to be a grown up, all these late nights. I'm trying not to do them, but I had to hop in here real quick because y'all were talking about exactly what I wanted to comment on. And that is everybody was looking at that red team and they were thinking, "Oh, we've got it. This is going to be cake. It's so easy." I mean, every misogynist in the world that's ever played on Big Brother or that's actually just a misogynist, maybe never been on reality TV, they thought this was going to be an easy win for that green team. They just knew it. And so I loved the way that red team came in there with their brains and with their social skills and ate them the fuck up. And then let's throw in our muscle and let's have him go in there. It was a thing of beauty. I loved it. But I know those misogynists are sitting there scratching their head, not understanding how those three women and the one ex could beat them. They don't know what to do with themselves.
Look, let's not forget how Frankie at the end was like, Cody, you my boy, but you gotta go. I was done. What happened? That was your bestie.
What do you call him? A
Oh,
turtle dove?
I don't know. At the moment, it was like, bye, turtle dove. It was the end.
Right,
Oh my God.
Tweedledee.
I was weak. I was like, oh my God, on the 12th day of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I was dying. And so it was just funny. Because Frankie is a beast and people have always slept on him. And I think Frankie thought about it when Xavier won. He was like, oh, this is getting real. Let me hurry up because I want to stay. And I actually loved it. That's why it goes back to what I say. If you really, really break down Cody's Big Brother career and go to the beginning to everything he's done till now, people will be disappointed. No shade. I mean, he's a podcaster now. I know he does that. That's probably his jush. That's his niche. And I'm just saying, as far as being a competitor, I think that it's just not there. I just honestly don't. I think it was a group effort when he first initially did it. He came out clean a couple of times because of a group. I'll say again, and I just think that on his own, it really hasn't been working.
He
Either
doesn't really have any strategic. He can't think strategic in any organic kind of way. Like he doesn't have his own thoughts. He's not a point guard. He's a he's a shooting guard. He's a running back. And not even a running back. He's a wide receiver. Go over here where I tell you to go. He can't do anything on his own. And that's why you see people like Sari eat his ass up on traders. You see why he got beat the first time he was on Big Brother. And the second time was really just catered for him. They put the package together for him. And that's why someone like Taylor and Xavier and all of them they're gonna run circles. That's why they ran circles around him because he can only think, let me go to this competition and let me win, period, point blank. He doesn't have any other strategic thought beyond that.
well, I'm gonna say that a person that has to pre-game for a show that you have been on already. I'll let that sit there for a minute. You have to pre-game for a show that you've already been on already. Okay, that's T. I've told you guys that is T. Nobody has ever really just literally, I've seen so many Big Brother documentary series, all kind of things. I've seen a lot on YouTube. I've seen a lot of different things. I've never seen people break down Cody's game. I wish somebody would. I mean, I thought about doing it, but just like, girl, I'm not. But
But
I'm just saying,
Kamisha, what is
yes,
there to break down?
no. What I'm saying is, Mama, he is literally known as. This is known as a legend season. They premised it the whole time. The clips we saw, legends are back. Legend. Da, da, da. He is known as a legend, just like Derek. No shade. I've tried. I know people around him where I try to get in contact with Derek. I know people around him. I do, and people who work with Derek. But I can't lie for who I am to not get an interview to say my piece. Derek and Cody have been a part of this little pyramid where in the beginning you don't see Derek do competing. Derek did that little one thing, that was it. Pre-game, pre-planned, whatever. You knew what you were doing. And no shade, you try to do things to get your what do you call it? Social media up, your stats or whatever. I don't hate none of that because hey, I'm out there. I'm out here. I'm just I'm just saying that it's just a lot there, man. If you really go down a rabbit hole, it's a lot there. That's all I'm saying. And I know a lot about Big Brother history. That if I was to actually, as a blogger of reality TV, I could team up with any blogger and go back as far as Real World, Big Brother, Ready to Love, pretty much almost every reality show. Bravo will be a little bit of a smirch. I could figure it out, but I can go back in time because a lot of it I was there for. Some of it I wasn't a blogger, I was just a fan. But I'm old as hell, older than a lot of y'all. So I was in the beginning stages. A lot of things y'all see that's popping now. Forever, go ahead, baby.
I mean, what I was gonna say, Cody, he's not a legend in my opinion. He's just a casual player that won because of a good team that he had around him, and he was able to kind of go, yeah, I kind of gave the win to Derek, so I'm gonna, pregame and try to, rectify my L. And I looked at his gameplay and I was like, I don't mind that he comes in the game saying that he wants to try to win because of his L when it came down to Derek. It's just that you can tell that there is so much more that Derek did. He had so much of a plan that, like, even if he wasn't really, like, on the camera that much, you knew he had a plan. He's like, I'm throwing these comps for a reason. I'm, going to target such and such. I know that this player is a troublemaker, but I'm going to keep him around because I need them because I think they're actually going to be useful to me. And when I look at Cody, I don't see none of that. Like, I just see somebody that just literally, like, plays the game and tells it straightforward. And it's not, it's very, like, what do you call it? Surface level. Like, it's not anything, like, well thought out. Like, it's just kind of like, you know, I did the bare minimum, and I'm a very like he's kind of like that player that just says what they think, but they don't really have much of a plan. Like it's maybe like 3 or 4 steps ahead, and then you got people that think 20 steps ahead. Just not a great player. Like he's not a legendary player. He just gets that reputation because he's with the Hitman, and I just don't see. Derek. I can give him his kudos, even though I don't like Derek. I can say that he played a better game than Cody because he actually had his own mind. Like he knew what he was doing. And that's probably the reason he doesn't want to go back on Big Brother because he'll have everybody targeting him because of that.
I have a question if for the group if that's fine to ask.
Yeah, go ahead, baby.
Do you all think there was a possibility that I mean I know this is a spin-off special, so it's not that deep, but it kind of also is. But since this was a game for the alumni, the All Stars, do you guys think that anyone else besides Cody also kind of pre-gamed before entering the house
It was actually are you talking about for this season, or do you mean for like in the past?
for this season for reindeer games?
I, to be honest, the only people that probably actually pregame because Nicole was a part of that too. I almost forgot. Nasal Nicole was also a part of that elite group or whatever. So it was Nicole and Cody and Derek. So I do believe that, even though they're all her, their husband and family, I do believe that Nicole and him probably talked to say, hey, we're going on the show, regardless of what's going on, just make sure. But you see how Nicole is now today? Oh, the last three people are there. Oh, Cody, girl, bye. You were so happy to be on the team. But, oh, I got my Christmas wish and da da da. Okay, one thing I'm going to say, guys, I love y'all. Please make sure you guys mute when we're all talking so we can hear each other. And then, kind of raise your hand in between so we kind of, I can know who wants to say what. But I'm just saying that with Nicole nasal drip, she literally is fake. She always has been. She betrayed Devon. She betrayed everybody. She betrayed Cody. He betrayed her. It's like weird to me how y'all are friends but betray each other. I can't. So anybody want to respond to what Corey said? Because it's a good question.
And also, real quick, before y'all respond, I did find it surprising that she said they hadn't spoken in 3 years. I thought that was pretty interesting.
I didn't think so because she pretty much told everybody damn near Big Brother she want them in her raggedy wedding. Like, please.
Oh,
Okay. And I see that being married, no shade at all. But I can tell that now Cole has been probably cooking a lot. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
you
Uh
said she's been cooking.
yes, yes. Yes. Go ahead, Queen. Stop, Court. Go ahead, Queen.
Okay, so I almost forgot my what was the question again, Corey? Was it, do you think they pre-gamed?
Yes. Do you think this current cast of reindeer games? Do you think anyone else besides Cody did the whole pre gaming thing?
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Nicole and Taylor were at the House of Chops in Detroit. Taylor met up with Sari and um, it was Sari and Rachel and Derek in New York once. Josh and Taylor recently followed Josh and was liking a lot of his stuff before they, like, probably about a month ago. Frankie and Taylor were hanging out, working out. Um, I think the last time she was in LA. Oh yeah, there's always pre-gaming going on. But what really matters with this one is that even though they might have done pre-gaming, what you're dealing with is you're dealing with people that have already won, and so they really don't care about, oh, the next show, or you know if these people are all gamers. They understand that it's nothing personal. We're just going to get on here, we're going to play this game. So all of that pre-gaming, like what you see on the challenge, at where they're like, oh, I can't do this because what if I'm on another season with them, that sort of thing. I'm just not seeing that that's going to be a problem on this one, even though, granted, 6 months out, most of the people have spent all their money. But I'm just saying, I think, yes, there's pre gaming, definitely has been going on, but none of the people that are on this show are are above. Look, I'm gonna have to cut you. I love you. We can meet up for brunch later, but I'm gonna cut you because I'm about this money.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. There is pre-gaming in literally every reality TV show. And I mean, I also cover reality TV shows where there are love, like Ready to Love, different things or whatever, and there are pre gaming, as you want to call it, and even shows like that. Because if you're going on a show and there is, say there's going to be a couple at the end, there's pre gaming involved. Same city, phone calls, the casting, the shows take a year. We see it a year from there, whatever. They talk before they go on these shows. Look at Love is Blind. We saw literally, even though it was in mystery and all this kind of crap and smoky mirrors, we knew that Love is Blind, that there was pre-gaming involved with the last season. So it happens on every reality show in different forms. I just want you guys to understand that. And I knew that years ago, but a lot of people are just finding out this year and last year. I been knew this. It messed me up watching reality TV. But as a blogger, I kind of have different eyes now. But when I first found out about it, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Santa Claus. I found out it wasn't real. It messed me up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, you watch reality TV, think it's all real. Reality TV is literally half scripted and half reality TV. That's what it is. So
And
pregame is gonna happen.
you can almost tell, like, even I noticed, like, you can almost tell if you kind of follow these reality folks, and you follow them, who they follow on social media, you can almost tell who the casting directors are looking at, because the reality people that are wanting to go from show to show, like, for example, you can go, let's see who's Fessy's following. That means that it's probably going to be somebody that's going to be on the challenge. Let's see who Kylan's following. It's probably going to be somebody that's going to be on the challenge or on Big Brother. All you have to do is just watch who they're following, because they will be in some of these folks that have never been on reality TV. They will be following them and liking their pictures and commenting and this and that. And then you'll look up 6 months later, a year later, and here they are on a reality show. So they're even pre gaming with people that have never been on the show. But, and you're
Look,
right, Camesha.
I'm telling you something, y'all. People be like, I'm not a blogger that has like 20,000 followers on YouTube. I have like almost 8,000. But I have literally interviewed people from Netflix to Amazon, to whatever. And I never look at my numbers. I'm bigger than that, in my opinion, and how I move. And so you guys, like you said, you follow producers. Like the new show coming out, like I said yesterday, the new show coming out on Netflix. I'm already in contact with them. The show comes out in January. I'm already making plans for that show because it's going to be big. Like literally following them and following me. You gotta get on the ground floor early. So if you call it pre gaming, sometimes I don't hate on that. These days the competition is high. These days it's not like back in the day where it's like, there's one or two people who know how to do this. Shit, it's like everybody know how to do it now. So you're competing with a lot of different things. You got to put yourself out there and get it together. So to me, it's like, yes, pre-gaming. People might think it's, oh, I found on it, it's horrible, whatever. It is what it is, man. I say get and do what you got to do to get ahead, to get to the end, because that next person is not gonna give a damn. You pre-gamed, learned yesterday, first time doing it, whatever. At the end of the day, it's all a competition, which I feel like a lot of people forget about. It's all a competition. Whether it's a dating show and you have 10 guys and you're the only girl, or you're other girls you're competing with, guys, whatever, whoever you like, they doesn't matter who it is. It's a competition. It really is. I had a whole conversation about this the other day. That when you're dating, you're not just like, I'm trying to buy for his attention, or this guy told me, I'm trying to buy for his attention. You're competing with other guys. It is a competition at the end of the day in everything that we do. I'm not saying it's a good thing to feel that way, but it is. You go on a job interview. Do you think there's going to be just you talking to? No, he's talking to 10 other people. So at the end of the day, I love competition because it drives me. I have a big drive and I love to watch these shows. But I get frustrated watching these shows because sometimes people get in here and get so emotional and forget it's a competition. And that's one thing I cannot stand. I love, like, Taylor coming here playing. She's beasting it like boom, 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 boom. Even though she messed up a little bit with Cody, but she was like, fuck it, I'm doing this anyway. I love that shit. That's how you play. I'm going to come and get some bruises, some slings, and some arrows, but I'm playing to win. I don't know. I just want to say that. Real talk. It's 10:24. I'm about to get off of here. Anybody got any final words? Y'all have been a good panel tonight. I miss my girl Sheena, who is my co-host with the most, but she's the Lakers. Stole me from her tonight. So you guys really have been doing a good job and really have been coming through. Great comments. My Cash App is in the chat. Please donate to Black bloggers. Follow everybody up here, please. Because people up here, I know, like Double Minority, he does his own thing. He's on TikTok. He's everything on there. I swear I watch him every day. Love him. Okay, I kind of adopted him as like my nephew, so he's awesome. So please check out Queen Corey, who's new. I know first time I'm seeing up here. Forever, just everybody up here, please, y'all, just follow and check out anybody who's a blogger or content creator, which I am. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and just help us grow in 2024. Twitter Space is a great avenue, but it's not all that I do. Check my podcast out. I'm like, I think number 5, number 6 on reality TV podcasters out of a lot of other people. I'm proud of that. So just so you know, this Twitter Spaces will be on podcast probably tonight or tomorrow. You can share it, People you know say I'm on podcast, I'm on Apple because we're gonna be on Apple, Spotify, and the rest of the stuff. When I say I brand myself, I do that. So with that being said, guys, I am out of here. I love y'all down. We'll be back in next I think it's Thursday, come on again. Tomorrow night I will be doing a challenge after show. So check me out there and YouTube. Check me out my panels and my YouTube videos and other things I got coming up. Hopefully I'm gonna get an interview with the billionaire twins who were involved with Easy. If you don't know who Easy is, y'all better get together. Again and again, I'm always out there in the streets. Love y'all down. Bye.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.